Okay, those are the visuals coming in from Parliament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi casting his vote in Parliament of India. This is an election which doesn't happen on the EVM machine, so there is no electronic voting machine. This is about paper ballot. So Prime Minister has just cast his vote. In fact, he is going to put that in that ballot box. Yes, so he is entering that room. And thereafter, he will be putting that in that ballot box that you can see. So Prime Minister casting his vote. He is perhaps the first in Parliament. Yes, he is clearly the first in Parliament to cast his vote, and that is JP Nadda entering that booth. So Prime Minister is now going to cast his vote. He will be putting that in that ballot box you can see. So the visuals that are coming in from Parliament of India, that ballot box that says Rashtrapati Ka Nirvachan. So the Republic of India is voting for the President of India is the visuals. The Prime Minister has just cast his vote. With that, the first voter in Parliament for the President of India was the Prime Minister of India. He was also the first proposer for Daruapadi Murmu when she filed her nomination papers. Now all MPs have all come to Parliament. That is a Member of Parliament of the Congress Party, Nasir Hussain. You can see Sudhanshu Trivedi of the BJP there. All of them will exercise their votes and then perhaps head to the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, depending on the house they come from, because the session will begin at 11 a.m. That was Manikam Tagore of the Congress Party. So we really know which way they would be going, but perhaps state assemblies will have surprises given the number of scheduled tribe seats that are there, that they represent. Can they afford to not back the first tribal president of India? Shehzad Poonawalla of the BJP joining us. We have an interesting panel at 10 a.m. this morning as well. Shehzad, we are looking at those visuals. The Prime Minister being the first to cast his vote.
Maria, as I see these visuals, I literally have goosebumps on my hands because what we are witnessing is history in the making.
Absolutely.
Maria, we are standing at the cusp of creating history where a person who, despite her challenges personally and both socio-economically, is now going to be perhaps the first tribal woman president of India. And this is, I think, the most glorious moment in our quest for social justice and societal transformation. I'm sure you've read the piece written by Honorable President JP Nadda ji, and he's articulated the entire thought process behind the philosophy which Daruapadi Murmu ji represents. She represents the spirit of New India that is indomitable. She represents the spirit of New India that says that you can rise up from a chaiwala to be the Prime Minister, or you can rise up from being a clerk to becoming the highest constitutional position holder. And therefore, this is such a moment in history, Maria, not just for those who belong to the Adivasi community, but also for those who belong to the section of people, the women community, the 50% that has been discriminated against. So I think from both these perspectives, this is a history in the making. And if you see the trend of the NDA candidates, whether it was APJ Abdul Kalam, whether it was Ramnath Kovind ji or now Daruapadi Murmu ji, we have always tried to put up somebody who represents the spirit of the presidency. And therefore, Nadda ji has articulated it very beautifully by calling it the people's president. Today we are electing for the first time the people's president, and therefore I think this is a moment in history that has been captured on your screens.
Yes, and let me bring in